Hey guys, so as you guys can see, I'm actually in my office at home. So yesterday I had a really interesting day. I delivered stuff I've never delivered before, and actually, so this is what happened yesterday. For the first time, I had to deliver a snake. You heard right. Somebody wanted a snake delivered to FedEx, and that was my last ride of the day. So I've delivered a few things before, guys. I've delivered a dog. Somebody went with a dog to the airport, and they were told, "Hey, you know what? You can't you can't travel with this dog. It's too big to be a carry-on, or whatever they said." But guys, so anyway, watch my intro and let's get on to the day, guys.
I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Yeah. Turn a 10 piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Turn a 10.
Hey, so guys, I had to stop and get coffee this morning because you need coffee in the morning, man. Just wake up and start your day. But hey, wait a minute. What were you saying, Kevin?
Do I do that? Never. That's such a waste of money for something that costs 20 cents. I never buy a frappe latte, blah, 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 woof, 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 for $2.50. That's such a waste of money.
Anyway, so yesterday started my day at about 5:02 a.m. That's when I went officially online. It was a long day. I actually did close to 10 hours of driving yesterday. And that's because there was consistent rides, but there is also some rides which were absolute junk. And this is what I'm talking about. People having wrong rides, which are actually which have multiple stops. And this is what I look at rides when I'm accepting rides. So if you look at some of these rides, we have long time, like long pickups, or not just the mileage thing, but some of them want me to do a 30 minutes ride for close to nothing. So when I'm accepting rides, there's a few things I look at. First of all, you look at the mileage, how many miles from where you are to the pickup you are going to be traveling, and how far the person is actually going. And then the second thing you look at is the time. How long is it going to take you to complete this specific ride? All right, the third thing you look at is location. I mean, location does not matter as much to me, but some people might, because somebody who drives a vehicle like mine, you have to consider where you are going to. Because if you are going towards where you can't find a supercharge, then you'll be stuck. We'll talk about that later. I've been stranded at some areas before, but I managed to get out of the situation. Anyway, guys, so if you are a new Uber driver, there's a few things you need to look at when you're accepting rides. So let's talk about this first ride over here. This one was $7.77, and it's a 9 minutes from where I was, 4 miles from where I was to the pickup. And then if I took this ride, I had to drive another 5 miles to drop the person off, which is 11 miles of driving. Usually I take a ride which is about $1 a mile. That way I can make my money worth. This one was a fair ride, I can say. So let's take a look at the second ride. The second one here, if you see, it's a combined miles of something like 9 miles. All right. So it was an Uber Green, and this was gonna take me about 30 minutes. No, something like close to 25 to 30 minutes of driving, give or take. So I didn't take this ride because it was, first of all, it was rush hour, 6 a.m. in the morning. The second reason why I didn't take this ride is because of the customer rating right here. The customer rating is 4.77. That's why I didn't take the ride too. So these are the two red flags I look at when I'm accepting rides on Uber. With somebody with a low rating like this, it tells me either this guy or this person who requested the ride had made the Uber driver wait for them for too long at the pickup, or they, I don't know, maybe they had a disagreement with the Uber driver and something like that. So anyway, you never know. So I usually do not accept low rating drivers. So let's look at this one too. This was like 6 miles. This is a ride I could have done, but the time which was going to take me to do the ride, you see, it's 12 minutes and 6 minutes to the drop, so that's like 18 minutes. But with the waiting time, waiting for somebody to come to your car, it might end up being a 20 minutes ride or 25 minutes ride. So that's pretty much that's quite some time. I mean, if you were working out how much money you will make an hour, and then you get rides like this, then you might not actually end up making as much. So let's look at the next ride I did. This one was not bad. The customer has a good rating over here, and this was gonna take about 41 minutes. Okay, so that is almost an hour drive. No, 41 minutes. It's about, let's say, give or take with traffic, it's gonna be about 40 minutes. That's not too bad, but it's still close to less than $20 an hour, because then I have to drive to the next passenger, and that can take time. So usually I would accept rides like that, but a ride like this in Grandview, and I would not accept that ride. This is why. From where I am to the pickup is 11 miles drive. See what I mean? So, and then from the pickup to the drop off is almost 2 miles. That tells me that this is like about 13 minutes ride. So this is the thing, guys. This over here is not worth anything technically. I mean, you're driving for less than 30 cents a mile. You won't make an income from that. But anyway, guys, so this is how my day went yesterday after dealing with all this. So anyway, guys, so after dealing with all that yesterday, this is how my day went. So let's start from here, guys. So yesterday, on my earnings, Tuesday, I made $330.16. So 265 of this was the net. I got $19 of promotion, and on that, I don't know what other earnings were, but $43 in tips. So I ended up my day with $330.16. I did 19 rides. I was on ride for 10 hours and 40 minutes. So this is what Uber wants us to believe, guys. 330 divided by 10.4. So let's come to calculator. 330 divided by 10.4. Uber wants us to believe that we are actually making $31.73 per hour driving for them. But we'll do the math. I'll show you guys what the real numbers are, because we have to deduct the gas, and also, there's a lot of stuff involved with driving. And so, guys, I'm going to be doing this every day, and hopefully we'll. So guys, yesterday I almost got myself a new pet, and this guy actually hired, gave me a snack to deliver to FedEx. That was my first ride. It came in as an Uber ride. So when I got there, the guy just loaded it in my trunk, and it was like, well, you guys, you need to deliver this to FedEx. So anyway, this is what happens when I go to FedEx, guys. Okay. I'm gonna go in there and deliver this snack. There it is. It's warm. Hey, how you doing? Actually,
Oh, you already got the label.
I'm supposed to deliver. Is this an actual snake?
I don't know. Is it? Is there a snake in there? I mean, there's holes. Do you want to open it and find out? No?
I'm just curious. It's not my snake. I just was hired to deliver it here. Do you guys have to open it to find out or no?
Well, technically, I don't think, since you told me it's a live animal, we can't, I don't think we can accept live animals unless it comes from a live animal shipper.
Really?
Let me go check, but I'm pretty sure you have to be an authorized animal shipper to ship an animal. Let me go see.
Not me.
And you're just the courier?
I'm just a carrier.
That's probably why they sent you.
What?
That way you get paid for a round trip.
No, I might decide to keep it as a pet.
There you go.
I don't know, like snakes. They kind of.
Was it a python that came through here?
They have holes on it. I don't know if they have shipped before, but they said it's a small animal. It says priority overnight. They must have paid a lot of money for it. To make sure, because they told me that's what it was. I thought they were gonna send me with a human head and then send me out.
He says it's a little iffy, but yeah, as long as it's a priority overnight, it should be okay.
And then it has holes on it, so I think it will be okay.
Just they should have put something on it.
I
Some
think.
sort of signage.
Don't worry.
with my computer because it's showing that almost all these are already scanned.
Are you sure you're not just rescanning them?
I'm 100% sure.
I think it
I
will
know
survive,
I'm crazy,
alright.
but I'm not that crazy.
Hey,
Let me get you a receipt though.
okay, that would be great.
Because I want to make sure the count is correct.
So, have you guys ever shipped something like that before?
Yeah, I mean we ship animals a lot, but usually it's got signs all over it that they don't usually
Okay.
have a courier dropped off. But
Hey, thank you guys, alright?
yep, have a good night.
You too.